Welcome to another exciting episode of Bug Busters Pest Pulse, where we delve into the fascinating world of pest control and management. Today's episode will cover how to identify and manage common ant species found in the Southeast, including Georgia, embarking on a journey through Georgia's diverse ecosystem to uncover the secrets of identifying and managing the state's most common ant species. Ants are more than just a minor annoyance. They play significant roles in our environment and can pose substantial challenges to homeowners and gardeners alike. In this episode, we'll discuss the ant species, explore some of the most prevalent ant species you might encounter in Georgia, shedding light on their unique characteristics and behaviors. You'll discover why understanding these tiny creatures is crucial for effective pest control, and how knowing their habits can empower you to take control of your home and garden. Our exploration begins with a focus on the importance of identifying different ant species. Did you know that Georgia is home to over 100 different types of ants? Each species brings its own set of challenges and requires unique strategies for management and prevention, whether it's the aggressive from fire ants known for their painful stings, or to the carpenter ants that can silently cause structural damage by tunneling through wood. Understanding the type of pest you're dealing with is the first step towards effective pest management. By the end of this episode, you'll be well equipped to distinguish between these species, enabling you to protect your home and loved ones more effectively. Throughout our discussion, we'll guide you on how to spot the signs of ant infestations activity early, helping you address potential problems before they escalate into full-blown invasions and infestations. But why does this matter to you? Well, the consequences of leaving an ant problem unchecked can be more severe than you might think. Fire ants can pose significant health risks with their venomous stings, potentially triggering allergic reactions. Carpenter ants, on the other hand, might not sting you, but they can cause significant damage to your property by hollowing out wooden structures. Even the seemingly harmless odorous house ants can become a nuisance by contaminating food sources. Understanding these risks is vital for anyone looking to maintain a safe and healthy living environment. We'll also discuss practical prevention strategies such as sealing entry points and reducing food sources to keep your home ant-free. Moreover, this episode will also provide insights into actionable management strategies, regardless of whether you're tackling a infestation yourself or considering professional pest control services. From DIY solutions to knowing when it's time to call in the experts, we've got you covered. By demystifying the world of ants, we aim to empower you with the knowledge needed to take proactive measures against these common household invaders. So sit back and join us as we navigate the world of Georgia's ants, arming you with the expertise to handle any ant challenge that comes your way. Prepare to be intrigued, informed, and inspired to tackle pest control with a newfound confidence. Georgia, with its rich and varied landscapes, is home to a fascinating array of ant species, over 100 to be precise. The diversity of these tiny creatures reflects the state's warm, humid climate, which provides an ideal environment for ants to thrive. Each species plays a unique role in the ecosystem, from aerating soil to recycling nutrients. However, when they venture into human habitats, they can become unwelcome guests. Understanding the vast variety of ant species in Georgia is crucial for residents who wish to maintain a harmonious coexistence with nature while preventing potential nuisances problems in their homes. Among the plethora of ant species in Georgia, several are more commonly encountered by residents. Fire ants are perhaps the most notorious, known for their aggressive behavior and painful stings. These reddish-brown ants are often found in open, sunny areas where they build large, dome-shaped mounds. Their presence can quickly render a serene backyard into unusable, a hazardous zone, especially for children and pets. Then there are the carpenter ants, which are among the largest ant species in the state. Unlike termites, these ants don't consume wood, but excavate it to create nests. Left untreated, carpenter ants can cause, leading to significant structural damage into wooden buildings over time. Early identification and treatment identifying their presence early can prevent significant repair costs down the line. Odorous house ants, another common species, are small, dark brown ants that emit a distinctive rotten coconut smell when crushed. They are often drawn to sugary foods, making kitchens and pantry areas their favorite haunts preferred habitats. While they don't pose a structural threat, their ability to contaminate food can be a significant nuisance major concern. Argentine ants, known for forming massive colonies, are another prevalent common species in Georgia. These ants are highly adaptable and can displace native ant species, disrupting local ecosystems. Their preference for moisture often leads them to invade homes during dry periods, seeking refuge in water sources. Pavement ants, identifiable by the parallel lines on their heads and thoraxes, are often found near human-made structures such as sidewalks and driveways. While they are generally slow-moving and pose minimal risk, they can occasionally enter homes in search of food. Recognizing these common ant species and understanding their behaviors and habitats can greatly aid in managing and preventing infestations. By familiarizing themselves with the types of ants they are most likely to encounter, Georgia residents homeowners can take proactive measures to protect their homes and maintain a balanced relationship with the natural world around them. Identifying common ant species in Georgia requires a keen eye for detail and an understanding of the various physical characteristics that distinguish one species from another. Ants, though small, present a fascinating diversity in their physical attributes, and noticing these nuances is crucial for accurate identification. For instance, the size of ants can vary significantly, ranging from tiny species that measure less than 2 millimeters to larger ones that exceed 10 millimeters. The coloration of ants is another distinguishing feature, with species ranging from pale yellow to deep black and reddish-brown hues. These color variations can often provide the first clue in identifying which species you are dealing with. Additionally, certain physical traits such as the shape of mandibles, the length and segmentation of antennae, and the structure of the thorax can be distinctive markers. For example, carpenter ants, which are among the largest ants in Georgia, are identifiable by their smooth thorax and large size, while the fire ants, known for their aggressive nature, are typically reddish-brown and have a more segmented appearance. Understanding these physical characteristics is the first step in differentiating between species and assessing the potential risks they might pose. Beyond physical characteristics, the behaviors and habits of ants are equally telling when it comes to important for identification. Different ant species exhibit unique behaviors that can be observed in their foraging patterns, nesting habits, and responses to threats, all of which can aid significantly in determining their identity. For instance, fire ants are notoriously for their aggressive behavior, particularly when their nests are disturbed. They often build large, dome-shaped mounds in open, sunny areas and will swarm quickly if they perceive a threat. This behavior, combined with their physical appearance, can help confirm their identity. On the other hand, odorous house ants, named for the rotten coconut-like smell they emit when crushed, are more likely to be found indoors, drawn to sugary substances, and often seen trailing around kitchen sinks and countertops. Their tendency to form long trails and their preference for indoor habitats are key behavioral traits that aid in their identification. Moreover, carpenter ants, although less aggressive, are known for their nocturnal foraging habits. They typically build their nests in moist, decaying wood, which is crucial to note since their tunneling can lead to significant structural damage over time. Observing these behavioral patterns not only aids in identification, but also provides insights into the most effective control and management strategies. By understanding both the physical and behavioral characteristics of these common ant species, individuals can take informed steps to manage and control ant problems effectively. When it comes to the common ant species found in Georgia, one of the most notorious for posing health risks is the fire ant. These ants are not only aggressive, but also equipped with a venomous sting that can lead to significant health concerns. Particularly for individuals who are allergic, fire ants are characterized by their reddish-brown to dark red color and are known for their painful stings, which occur when their mounds are disturbed. The venom from a fire ant sting can cause a burning sensation and result in raised red welts that may develop into pus-filled blisters. For some, especially those with allergies, The reaction can be much more severe, leading to symptoms such as difficulty breathing, swelling of the throat, and anaphylaxis, a potentially life-threatening condition that requires immediate medical attention. Even for those without allergies, a fire ant sting is a painful and unpleasant experience that can lead to itching and discomfort for several days. The presence of fire ants in a yard or garden can also pose a risk to pets and young children who may unwittingly disturb a mound while playing. Given their aggressive nature, fire ants are not just a nuisance, but a genuine safety concern for homeowners in Georgia. Another significant concern related to ant infestations in Georgia is the structural damage that can be caused by carpenter ants. Unlike termites, carpenter ants do not consume wood. However, they excavate it to create nests. This behavior can lead to significant structural damage over time as the integrity of wooden structures is compromised. Carpenter ants are among the largest ant species, with workers measuring between 6 to 12 millimeters in length and are typically black or dark red in color. They are often found in moist or decayed wood, such as hollow tree trunks, porch pillars, or crawl spaces where they carve out smooth tunnels. The presence of carpenter ants is often accompanied by small piles of wood shavings, known as frass, which can be found near the entry points to their nests. This excavation can weaken the wood, leading to costly repairs if not addressed promptly. In addition to physical damage, carpenter ant infestations can be challenging to manage because they tend to establish satellite colonies, which can spread the infestation throughout a property. Homeowners may not even be aware of the extent of infestation until significant damage has occurred, making regular inspections and prompting action critical to preventing long-term damage. While carpenter ants do not pose a direct threat to human health, their potential to cause structural damage makes them a serious concern for property owners. Understanding the risks associated with these ant species highlights the importance of early identification and effective management to protect both health and property. And Georgia's warm and inviting climate means that encountering ants is almost inevitable, yet recognizing the signs of an ant infestation early can make a significant difference in effectively managing these persistent invaders. When it comes to identifying common signs of ant infestations activity in homes and gardens, there are several telltale indicators that homeowners should be aware of. One of the most obvious signs is the presence of ant trails. These can often be seen as long lines of ants marching purposefully across floors, countertops, or along walls. Ants leave behind pheromone trails for their fellow colony members to follow, leading them to food sources. Noticing such trails inside the home, especially in the kitchen or pantry where food is stored, is a clear indicator of an infestation that needs immediate attention. Another common sign is the presence of ant nests or mounds in the yard. Different species build their nests in various locations, with some preferring sandy soils and open, sunny areas, and others opting for moist, decayed wood. For instance, fire ants are known for their large, dome-shaped mounds that can be found in yards, pastures, or along sidewalks. These nests are not only unsightly, but can also pose risks if disturbed, as fire ants are notorious for their painful stings. In addition to visible trails and nests, another sign of an infestation can be the presence of wood shavings, which are a potential indicator of carpenter ants. Unlike termites, carpenter ants do not consume wood. Instead, they excavate it to create nests, leaving behind telltale piles of sawdust-like material. Spotting these shavings near wooden structures such as porch pillars or window frames should raise an immediate red flag concerns about possible structural damage. The importance of early detection and intervention in addressing ant infestations cannot be overstated. Acting promptly at the first sign of an infestation activity can help prevent minor issues from escalating into major problems, saving time, effort, and resources in the long run. Early detection allows homeowners to implement preventive measures before ants establish a significant presence in the home or garden. For example, sealing entry points like cracks around windows, doors, and pipes can prevent ants from gaining access to indoor spaces. Additionally, being vigilant about maintaining a clean environment by promptly cleaning up crumbs, Storing food in sealed containers and managing waste effectively can reduce the likelihood of attracting ants. Moreover, addressing moisture issues by fixing leaky pipes and eliminating standing water can deter ants that are drawn to damp environments. Early intervention also provides the opportunity to use targeted control methods specific to the ant species present, increasing the likelihood of successful eradication. For example, using ant baits that match the dietary preferences of the infesting species can be an effective strategy. These baits work by attracting ants to consume the bait, which they then carry back to the colony, ultimately eradicating it. In cases where infestations involve more aggressive or damaging species, such as fire ants or carpenter ants, seeking professional pest control services may be necessary to ensure comprehensive management. By addressing infestations early, homeowners can protect their property, maintain a comfortable living environment, and reduce the potential health risks associated with certain ant species. Preventing ant infestations is a crucial step in maintaining a comfortable and healthy living environment, and it begins with a few simple but effective strategies. One of the primary methods of prevention is to seal entry points through which ants can gain access to your home. This involves a detailed inspection of your home's exterior and interior to identify cracks and crevices around windows, doors, and the foundation. Using a high-quality sealant, such as caulk, can effectively block these potential entryways. Additionally, ensure that screens on windows and doors are intact and fit snugly, preventing ants from slipping through. Another essential preventive measure is to reduce food sources that attract ants indoors. Keeping your kitchen tidy is imperative. This means promptly cleaning up spills and crumbs, washing dishes immediately after use, and ensuring that food containers are airtight. Store pantry items like sugar, flour, and cereals in sealed containers to thwart ants from accessing them. It's also beneficial to regularly empty trash bins and keep them tightly covered. Outdoors, maintain a clean landscape by clearing away fallen leaves, branches, and debris that can serve as nesting sites for ants. By making your home less inviting to ants, you can significantly reduce the likelihood of an infestation. If ants have already made their way into your home, it's essential to explore effective treatment options. DIY methods can be a practical first step for minor infestations. One popular approach is using ant baits, which are designed to attract ants with a tempting food source mixed with a slow-acting poison. The worker ants carry the bait back to the colony, effectively spreading the poison and eliminating the entire nest. It's important to select ant baits that are specific to the species you're dealing with, as different ants are attracted to different types of food. Another DIY solution is to disrupt ant trails with a mixture of water and dish soap, which removes the pheromone scent that ants use to communicate and navigate. For larger or more persistent infestations, especially those involving aggressive or damaging species like fire ants or carpenter ants, professional pest control services may be necessary. Pest control experts have access to specialized products and techniques that are more effective in eliminating ants at their source. They can also provide valuable advice on how to prevent future infestations by identifying and addressing environmental factors contributing to the ant problem. Whether you opt for DIY methods or professional assistance, taking swift action to manage and eliminate ant infestations is vital to maintaining a peaceful and ant-free home environment. As we wrap up this insightful episode of Bug Busters Pest Pulse, let's take a moment to reflect on the vital importance of identifying and managing ant species here in Georgia. Our exploration has highlighted how understanding the diverse array of ant species that populate our beautiful state is not just about pest control, but a crucial step towards safeguarding our homes and health. Each ant species, from the aggressive fire ants to the destructive carpenter ants, brings its own set of challenges and risks. By being able to accurately identify these tiny invaders, we are empowered to take the right course of action to mitigate their impact. It's about more than just removing a nuisance. It's about being proactive in preserving the integrity of our living environments and ensuring our peace of mind. Throughout this episode, we've underscored the need for vigilance in spotting the telltale signs of ant infestations. Recognizing these signs early can prevent what might start as a small issue from escalating into a full-blown invasion. We've discussed various strategies to identify different species, whether it's through physical characteristics or behavioral patterns, and how these insights can guide us in choosing the most effective management strategies. The key takeaway is that knowledge is power. By understanding the nature and habits of these ants, we can adopt preventative measures, such as sealing entry points and maintaining cleanliness to keep them at bay. This proactive approach not only reduces the likelihood of infestation, but also protects our homes from potential damage and our families from health risks. We encourage you, our valued listeners, to take these insights and apply them in your daily lives. Ant management starts with awareness and is sustained through consistent efforts to maintain an environment that is less inviting to these pests. Whether it's fixing that leaky pipe or storing food securely, every small action contributes to a larger strategy of effective pest control. Remember, tackling an ant problem is not just about dealing with the ants you see, but also about addressing the unseen ones that may be lurking out of sight. By taking these proactive steps, you are not only safeguarding your immediate surroundings, but also contributing to a healthier ecosystem. As we bring this episode to a close, we want to extend our heartfelt thanks for joining us today on Bug Busters Pest Pulse. Your support and engagement mean the world to us, and we hope that the insights shared have been both enlightening and actionable. It's listeners like you who inspire us to continue exploring and sharing valuable information on pest management. In leaving you today, we offer a simple but powerful reminder. In the world of pest control, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and together, let's keep our Georgia homes safe and ant-free. We look forward to having you with us on our next journey into the world of pest control. Thank you for listening and taking care.